قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم مثل المؤمنون كالجسد الواحد إذا اشتكى منه عضو تداعى له سائر الجسد بالسحر والحمى. Our beloved Prophet ﷺ said that the parable of the believers in their affection, mercy and compassion for each other is that of a body. When any limb aches, the whole body reacts with sleeplessness and fever. I am interested in determining the type of believer I am. We inquire about the progress of the Ramadan, don't we? What about the Ramadan being observed in Gaza, in Palestine? How are their fasting going there? Are you aware, dear brothers and sisters? There is a scarcity of food for iftar and suhur. I saw a very old mother boiling grass just to have something to break their fast with. Children similar to ours are crying and suffering due to the lack of food, while mothers like our mothers are pleading for sustenance. Fathers like our fathers are reduced to desperate measures, and sisters like ours are searching for food, running around to get something to eat, to give to the children. Children are resorting to consuming donkey waste, animal feed or bird feed. What do you think of the type of believer I am? My last 15 days of iftar, I break with the different fruits, different types of juice, several snacks, samosas, pakoras. I take barely a bite and then discarding the rest. Then my main food after the prayers is with the different types of kebabs, rice. One day I consume mutton. I assure that the next day I opt for chicken or beef. While breaking my fast, I find myself engrossed in watching children in the Palestine on television and YouTube who are forced to consume donkey waste and break their fast with the leaves. These innocent souls cry out for food while I complain about the quantity of kebabs on my plate. What do you think of the type of believer I am? Babies and children are all malnourished, and thousands have already died from lack of food and clean water. Yet I thoughtlessly disregard the water, bottles and food. You still call me as a believer? Compared to last year's Ramadan, for me, I have more options for food, more iftar parties. What about the Palestinians? Compare their last years with this year. I have taken all measures to ensure that my next 15 days of iftar and suhur will surpass the quality of the previous days. Being a well-known person in the community, in the society, I receive invitations for iftar parties every single day. I am confident that the food I will consume during this gathering will be exceptional. I can also watch the big screen, the children in Gaza struggling to find enough food to eat, while on another screen their shelters are being bombarded and another screen lives are being lost. Despite these distressing images, I still manage to enjoy my meals before hurrying off to perform the Taraweeh prayer. What do you think of the type of believer I am? Allah, you consider me as a believer? I can still call as a believer? Do you accept my prayers, my fasting, my zakah? What type of believer I am, Allah? I observe mothers who endure the loss of all their children without questioning your authority, Allah, your action or your power. However, Allah, I question you even when my children experience a minor fever or cough or something. What type of believer I am, Allah? I am witnessing and observing the plight of children in Palestine. Allah, I cannot measure whether they will even have access to grass, bird food or donkey waste in the coming days. However, I have taken all measures to ensure that my own children are well fed with their preferred meals. Regrettably, I am wasteful with both food and money, devoid of any remorse in my heart. Nevertheless, I humbly beseech you to accept my prayers and fasting, Allah. Do you still find them acceptable? Yes, I know, because you are the most merciful and Al-Mujib, the one who always responds to the du'as. I ask you forgiveness after ignoring the children in Palestine. Do you still forgive me? Yes, I know you do. You are the Al-Ghafur, the most ever forgiving. Allah, I beg you to rectify the affairs of the Muslims in Palestine. Allahumma aslih ahwal al-muslimina fi Palestine. Allah, they are helpless, so help them. Allahumma innahum maghlubuna fantasir lahum. Amin ya Rabbil Alamin.